Listening today to my colleagues on the other side of the aisle charging Republicans with racism, hate, saying that we discriminate against people from the LGBTQ community or based on race has been appalling today. And I'm sorry for the witnesses that have had to hear that. I'm sorry to the American people. That should not be happening.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has to be trolling, right?
And we love to get to know her much better. I think this is going to be the beginning of something great. The representative from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Is that why you cozied up to Nick Fuentes and courted his white supremacist followers shortly after you were elected to Congress because you were so against discrimination?
If I were black people today and I walked by one of those statues, I would be so proud because I'd say, look how far I have come in this country. Look how far my people have, what they have overcome. And these are good things. I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than black people I know. And I would not hire them because they're lazy and they're sorry and they're pathetic.
Or why you made these now infamous videos defending Confederate statues and dismissing systemic racism as personal responsibility.
If anyone who was a Democrat steps out of line because they've decided they can't go along with the horrible, disgusting, and failing ways of the Democrats, and they actually see the light, see the truth, and they go, I'm going to try voting Republican because these people over here make sense. They like everybody. They think our Constitution is for everyone. They don't want to turn your kids gay and have, transgender, and they don't want to kill babies in the womb. We've had enough with drag queen shows in elementary schools and middle schools and high schools. We've had enough of drag queens gyrating in front of children in the public square. These groomers and child predators must be stopped because they're sexualizing children for profit in a multi-billion-dollar medical industry that looks to grow and grow. Something must be done to protect the sacred identity of children because God made children. God made all of us, male and female, in his image he made us. And God doesn't make mistakes. This isn't just a Republican issue. This is an issue across the board. All voters agree.
We simply believe that what you choose to do sexually is not your identity, and it shouldn't be the face that you wear publicly. They would not allow any type of gender lies being taught in their schools. LGBTQ woke teachers would be fired and not allowed to teach there. They would allow parents to be able to choose the curriculum instead of school boards that don't respect parents' beliefs and traditional family values. And it maybe in blue states, they would have full gender transition schools for their students. I don't know what they would do, but I'm sure their education would look different than ours.
In Marge's mind, nothing she said here amounts to discrimination against the LGBTQ plus community, but what about this?
They believe the way to drive people to the polls is by scaring them. They're lying to women all over America saying that they can't have an abortion anymore, which that's a lie. There's plenty of places that women can easily get an abortion. They're lying to gay Americans saying that Republicans are trying to take away gay marriage when that's not something. I haven't even seen a bill that says anything like that.
Here, I'll go a little bit further with gay marriage. I firmly believe that marriage is a union made by God between a man and a woman. That is my belief about marriage, and that is where I stand on it, and I won't apologize for it. That's the truth. And so, but this vote right here, guess what? It is a lie because I haven't seen any legislation, and the Supreme Court has ruled twice. Again, I'll tell you this. The Supreme Court has ruled twice making gay marriage legal. But the Democrats have to lie about it.
So which one is it, Marge? You clearly believe that gay marriage is at the very least immoral under your religious framework, yet you downplay the nationwide Republican-led efforts to continue the marginalization of the LGBTQ plus community as if they haven't already had so much hate directed their way during the Trump administration. And now that conservatives have hijacked the Supreme Court, we will surely see some Heritage Foundation or Federalist Society cases to challenge these protections at the state level. And we haven't even gotten to her views on immigrants yet.
Joe Biden's 5 million illegal aliens are on the verge of replacing you, replacing your jobs, and replacing your kids in school. And coming from all over the world, they're also replacing your culture.
And that's not great for America. We are being invaded daily by thousands and thousands of people. We don't even know who they are, from over 170 countries from around the world. These are terrorists. These are criminals. They're people that pour out of jails and mental hospitals in foreign countries. They're people here coming to compete with Americans for jobs. They are people bringing in diseases, all kinds of diseases.
This is a crisis. I believe it's a constitutional crisis. And it's unspeakable, Dan.
One of the unfortunate and nasty things about our political system is that politicians on both sides of the aisle, in this case the Republicans, will use real issues like racial discrimination, like homophobia, like anti-LGBTQ plus and anti-immigrant bigotry, and other similar topics as tools to rile up voters and keep their careers going. So whether MTG believes it's garbage or not, the intended damage is already done. And simply taking these positions in public is enough for her to be as dangerous as she is. Because again, if you believe it, that don't matter because the information is already out there. What you're spreading is worldwide or nationwide at the very least. And then you have individuals who will act on those things they're talking about and potentially harm marginalized communities. And that's on people like MTG, Trump, and so many others. And it really, there's no integrity because you're just throwing things out there that you know are going to get a viral reaction or a really intense one. And you have no care for what could be on the other side of those words, which is people getting hurt who do not deserve it. For Rebel HQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.